as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 39. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd down, it's Barker. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level. Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well. And in this early round, the defense wins. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, this is Jackson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, this is Jackson, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's go.
A run right side, it's Bettis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. The drive starts with a completion, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete to Myers, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. He finds Myers. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Jackson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. On second down, it's Allen. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That was a route.